didn't get done. And this is fall. What fall means is just like spring, there's 4 billion stupid ass little things that have to get done. One of the things that has to get done is that in the spring, I pull the caps off the end of the roofs, and that allows wind to blow through and keep heat from falling into the attic. Okay, so I built those years ago. I've made holes in the eaves and gateways and stuff that could be opened and closed, and I have to get up there and screw pieces of plywood over them now, and that's how I winterize. This is a solarium, which I'm always going to talk about at some time, and I will tell you more about it later. For what I'm doing today, what I'm getting ready to do, all you need to know is that this solarium is passive solar and helps heat the entire back of the house. Unless the temperature drops below 40 and stays there, we have a gas furnace in the back of the house. We heat the rest of the house with wood, but we have a gas furnace in the back of the house. It doesn't click on at all in the winter, unless it falls below 40 and stays there. So what I have to do, though, to keep it from getting so damn hot that in the summertime it's burning up all the electricity for air conditioning that it saved you in the winter on heat, I gotta crawl up there now, because what I do is it's got a ginormous skylight in it. What is it, 5 by 4?
I think at least, yeah.
4 by 5 foot skylight in it. Okay, so that is why it's so good for passive solar, because of that giant, so what I do is I cover it with literally a sunscreen.
A shade cloth, yeah.
A shade cloth. And then I hold the shade cloth down with a piece of plastic
lattice.
Yeah. That somebody threw away.
Yeah.
So now I have to crawl up there this time of year. I got to put all this shit up there. I got a couple of minor holes in the roof. So while I'm up there, I'm going to patch those. I hope. Because this is still a shingle roof. And with shingles, you can have a leak one place and it can be leaking God only knows. Yeah. But that's what I'm doing today. So I'm winterizing the house, among other things.
Sounds good. Now.
So I'm on the roof. Here's the plastic lattice. I'm going to very gently hand it down. Oh no! That's so much easier.
Yes.
Okay. And here's the shade cloth. We have used the same piece of shade cloth and the same piece of lattice 12 years?
At least.
They're still holding up really good. I need to do this roof in steel. I actually have the steel to do it. I ain't doing it this year.
No.
I'm tired.
Between the pandemic, Mom getting sick, the tree falling, everything else, timing is not what we expected.
No, everybody getting sick, and it kind of slowed us down. Okay. So like I said, I screw these on. I'm sure, like the one on the front I actually made so that I just clip little things over. But this is the back of the house, so I just screw them on. And I use those same screws in the impact driver. And I use the same ones every year.
Now I can't see you.
Oh, that's okay. You can go to the other side of the house.
Oh, that's an idea. There she is, putting the little one on.
Okay, so I put the little one on. You can see I just cut a hole in the eave. I did that on purpose. That's what not to do. I just cut a hole in the eave, framed it out. I put screen wire over it to keep the critters and the varmints out. And then in the wintertime, I just cover that sumbitch up.
Yep.
In the meantime, in the summertime, it helps all the heat get out of that attic. And I have another one, the big one that goes up there. That vent was actually already cut in the roof when we bought the house, and so it's a real mess.
Yeah.
But I just cover it. Okay, so what am I doing with the broom? I gotta sweep this skylight off. And then I sweep this roof off because it's so damn flat. Some asshole made this roof too flat. Lynn.
Oh, that's right. I build things around here.
That's right. What a fucking mess you made. Fuck were you thinking?
Exactly.
Damn it, Lynn. All right, so that's it for this project.
Okay. Okay, she's not going to be able to talk to you because it's too far away. I'm just kind of giving you a shot of where she's putting that longer panel. There's another vent up in there. This is a really old house and it has multiple levels of ceilings and roofs. Okay.
Okay, so I think that usually 99% of the time if you've got a leak anywhere in your bathroom area, it's around the vent pipes, around the gas vent pipes. This is like the 43rd time that I've actually patched this one. But when I do, I usually get it to stop leaking, you know, for a year or two. Here's the thing. Do you know what we need? We need a new roof.
Yeah.
We very badly need a new roof. A couple of years ago, a windstorm came up, blew off a bunch of shingles. I had to come in and repatch them in. In fact, if you could see it, which you can't, they're patched in with a different color shingle because that's what I had. All right, so why don't we just get a new roof? Well, it's very expensive to replace your roof. You can keep patching it for almost forever for what it would cost to fucking fix it. It's just insane, the cost. Also, we would like to actually put a steel roof on.
Yeah.
Now, why don't we have more money? Why? Well, I ask myself that every day. You know, because until COVID, it was such a great economy. Let me tell you something about the great economy. The great economy before the COVID had us paying 3 times what we paid for goods and services, and so that our money went less far, and I started making less and less and less money. People were buying less and less books, the whole works. Okay, so here I sit, I'm 60 years old, and I'm once again putting tar around the vent pipe for probably the 3rd time
Yeah.
in order to keep my roof from leaking. Now I could despair, and often I do, I'm not gonna lie, I'm good at that. Depression is something I deal with on a regular basis, as I'm sure many of you do, or if you didn't before, you are now. But the important fact is that even though this shit has become expensive too, it lasts a long time. So for depending on what your area is, $25 to $40 gallon of tar, I can keep my roof going. I can keep it from leaking and all that. Is it fun? No. Is it ginormous pain in the ass? Yes. But it's what I do. I can either sit around and bitch that the rain is coming in and ruining the ceiling in the bathroom, or I can climb up here periodically and try to fix it. And like I said, it usually stays fixed for a couple of years, so if you look at it that way, it ain't so bad.
Hey, there's a slightly better shot of what she's doing. I'm sure you can't hear her at all, but I can zoom in on her a little bit and you can see a little bit better what she's doing. I had to get as close as I was earlier because
I didn't think of that. They may not have been able to hear me at all.
I think they could hear you, Selena. I'm not sure they can hear you now. Anyway, I'm just showing them a better shot of what you're doing because I can zoom in on you and get a better shot from this angle. Okay, I'm going off. I'm waiting to show Selena the mark so she knows where the leak on the front is. And I was sitting here waiting for her and I found our zipper spider. I don't know what you all call them, but I love them. They're just gorgeous. I hate spiders and I love this one. This is a gardener's friend. Just a beautiful guy. Okay, now she's on the front roof.
And what I did we had a small leak on the porch that only leaks when the wind blows a certain direction. So when it was leaking, I marked on the rail. I put a little mark so that Lynn could show me by using something tall enough right where it was leaking, so I have a better chance of plugging the hole. But again, it's shingles, so it's anybody's guess.
Right. Okay, I'm turning it off.